Welcome back, people, and welcome to another episode of Seeking Shamblers. Or should I say, this is actually Seeking Shamblers, this is actually Qtest. My mistake. But don't worry, we're doing stuff, we're doing Quake levels, and that is, of course, all that really matters, right? Anyway, this time around we're checking out a level, called TEST0. Created by John Feather. So, anyway, this one is actually a rather complicated one in terms of the files that are included. Basically, he included a bunch of different files at once. Yeah, all different stuff crammed together. He has, like, a different soldier model file, has a different sound files. He has some different products on that. Yeah, basically, this one is probably the most evolved Quake thing ever. This might be one of the first real, like, modifications that you can see for Quake. It came to us in the days of Qtest. But yeah, this one definitely seems more involved than what we generally see here. So, let's see here. In addition to modifying the products.dat file, getting the soldier's weapon to make noise involved changing the Sound American Rick 1 file. If you use the cheat to give yourself one of the nail guns, which is not included in the modified level, you might notice that the ricochet from this weapon occasionally sounds like a shotgun. Restoring your backed up copy of the WAV file will give you the original sound. So, yeah, okay, so basically, I guess Ricochet 1 is really what the shotgun sound is sounded like. I guess actually, yeah, that's the big issue of this particular time, isn't it? The soldiers' weapons basically have always been generating that error every single time those grunts shoot at their weapon. It's absolutely annoying. It's a major flaw at Qtest, and it's definitely been a big problem. So I guess it makes sense, and this one he's trying to fix it with an actual modification just to alter it and force it to basically change around a different particular sound. Rather interesting. So, let's see here. So that is going to be a big thing here, is actually working grunt sounds. And really, that's what it's all about, is that really it's a new level full of shotgun-toting bad guys. Let's see here. Let's load up my test 1. Wait, actually, no, it's test 0. Okay, let's see here. Map test 0. And we shall load up the particular level that we're in this time. As you can see, it's another test 3 map, because you can never get enough test freaking 3. Okay, so let's see here. We have a properly aligned mutant texture, soldier texture. If you can already notice, they have a different texture. Seems like it's a bit red or something like that. Yeah, it looks like a normal player texture, but with a bit of red on them. They're basically mutant soldiers, and their weapons make noise. They also make different sounds when they see you, when they get hurt, and when they die. There's also scarce weapons in this level. Use those grenades wisely. You only will have 5. Interesting to know, okay? I'm not really sure we're going to need a grenade launcher in a level filled with grunts. That sounds a bit excessive. Knowing Quake and knowing the values of different enemies, that's kind of, you know, I would be more apt to use the grenade launcher if you had levels with, like, ogres or something like that, like the stuff we've been dealing with. So, needless to say, soldiers aren't exactly the biggest of my concerns. Anyway, I guess it's good that we have different sounds for them that's a bit more interesting than the usual, ah! But yeah, they have interesting little textures. I can't really see too much from here, but they definitely seem different. Okay! Okay, they definitely have, like, weird muted sounds indeed. They're, like, gurgling and angry and Night of the Living freaking Dead, aren't they? Yeah, they have, like, zombified faces and all that, and blood all over them. Okay. Definitely different, but it works. It's definitely rather nice, actually. I like it. But yeah, that's really what this particular level is all about, is fighting these zombie dudes. So, yeah, we'll go around and shoot a bunch of mutants. Because that's what these guys apparently are. They are, mutant soldiers. Which kind of sums up what basically the grunts are, anyway. I kind of like the idea of these guys. It definitely sounds different, but at the same time, it's similar to what the grunts kind of are. As said, you know, that basically, you know, besides the whole idea of Shub Niggurath and all that, which I don't think anyone could kind of guess at the time, this is pretty much what a grunt is. A little bit different, you know, they don't have blue faces, obviously. They don't look like smurfs on acid, but that's beside the point. Let's see here. Let's go around and murder a bunch of these guys. I feel like I'm in, some Command and Conquer game or something like that, though. It's definitely an interesting feel. Like, I could imagine this game existing with these guys. I don't know why, but it works. Let's see here. Let's just keep going around and shooting mutants, I guess. Yeah, we've gone from seeking shamblers to shooting mutants, aren't we? Doesn't even have a proper acronym. Let's see here. But yeah, these guys just exist everywhere. That's basically what the entire level is. Shoot mutants. Okay, so we just keep going around and shoot the mutants because this entire level is just filled with them. Thank God they changed some stuff around because, yeah, killing a bunch of soldiers at this point is getting rather dull. Especially all in one level. And, Test 3, which we've seen to death. We definitely needed some variation here. And this adds something, I guess. It's a little bit different. It definitely feels a little bit nicer than your usual adventure into Test 3. Okay, so let's see here. I guess we'll have another one here. Yes, indeed. 2 of them, I guess. 1 on each side. Blade grunts everywhere. Of course, at this time, everyone calls them soldier because of the model file. Nobody knew them as grunts, obviously. So, let's see here. We just keep going around. Let's collect stuff. With this giant area to kill everything in. But we're doing well, surprisingly. Everything's dying. And dead things are always exciting. Owie! Play thing. Another one of them. Let's see here. Okay, we have some health. That will always allow us to dominate the level. Especially when we have 100 of these guys. Trying to work my way to the armor. The big red armor. Because, of course, that is a great idea of managing this level. And when you have a bunch of shotgun-toting guys everywhere. Yes. Clifford, the big red armor. Okay, let's get there and get some armor and protect ourselves from the death of the world. Stop screaming and start shooting him! Owie. Well, he got a double-barreled shotgun. That might help, actually. It shoots things more painfully. They're just everywhere, man. They're everywhere. That's probably the biggest danger of this particular level. They may be weak, but at the same time, we're talking Qtest grunts, which have more powerful shotguns than the grunts that you see in the normal game. It's like a few shots from it and you're basically dead. So, needless to say, you have to be very careful with them. It's definitely interesting in comparison to a normal game. A lot more lethal than your normal grunts would be. If this was a normal filled with regular Quake grunts, it sure wouldn't be this painful, so rather nice to have it here, I guess you could say. I'm just trying to eliminate everything possible, clear out a good route for me, so that way I can actually move around and have some resources retained, so that way I can move backwards if I need to. Because as you see, the biggest issue here could be getting swarmed, because there's so many of them. You really don't want to be overwhelmed by them. And also, armor seems a very valuable resource. given that the other armor in this map is really heavily guarded, as it should be. It makes a lot of sense that it would be, so I can definitely not argue with that one. Let's see here. We do need to... We could go in the water, though that's kind of a one-way route, and I'm not too sure if going that way would be a good idea when we probably have a gauntlet of them on the other side. I'm not sure, but makes sense that we would have a gauntlet. Let's see here. First of all, we do need to kill the guys here. Have the guys in the middle courtyard cleared out, so that way we don't have to worry about that. We can get more shells up here. We definitely need that at the moment. Ammo is probably another very important thing to try and get in this level, since you're pretty much using the shotgun almost non-stop. And unlike regular Quake, they of course don't drop anything. So it's more brutal that way as well. They cause more pain, they take more shells to die, and they don't drop anything. So yeah, every single one of these is harder than the regular game would ever be. So interesting to say the least. Definitely makes for a more brutal experience. Let's see here, but we have this health, which is definitely useful for reserves. Oh god! Ambushes! We're gonna need that health right already. Wait, ambush. Okay, the bad news is, I'm getting low on ammo. I really gotta find some more. Actually, I think this corridor has more. I think it's good to tackle this way. Okay, there we are. We have at least something to work with. Now, the question is, do we continue down the corridor and get to the big armor room and deal with a bunch of death? Or do we try and do the water corridor and, well, know that the outer courtyard is probably going to have a bunch ready to bombard me? That's probably not going to be a very pretty area. Because if we go that way, we're pretty much on a one-way route. We're pretty much stuck. This way, at least we can kind of retreat if needed. So of course, you see how that worked out last time for me. Okay, well, at least we took out those three. If we can thin down the herd, I guess that's always a good thing. Just need to make sure we don't die in the meantime. Plus, like I said, I still need to find some freaking resources. I mean, I could dive in the water. Like I said, that's kind of the good thing about the water, is that the water probably hides some little useful resources, I can imagine. Since, of course, obviously soldiers aren't going to be in the water, while resources are probably going to be. Meanwhile, I only have 2 shells to my name. Yeah, let's get in the water. Because I don't really have any ammo whatsoever. So, we do know that that way we'd have a bunch more to bombard me with. So, let's gather all these shells. As you see, the water definitely has plenty of resources to allow me to shoot things. It's just going to be the worrisome part of how about getting back out. Especially since even when you get past all that nightmarish stuff, we still have the other side of the whole equation, which is going to have, like, us surrounded by multiple sides, and it should be interesting. Should be definitely interesting. Peekaboo. Yeah, I kind of figured that they're just everywhere. But as you see, there's 100 health up there, so that is something I would like to try and get to if I can. Plus, plenty of ammo. One can't argue with that one at all. I guess they weren't kidding when they said use your grenade launcher wisely. Because you pretty much need it in order to really have ammo in this particular level, because ammo is so tight. Like I said, it really doesn't help when you only have one gun. We get so used to having all the guns in this level, and now they take it all away. Looks like no grunts on that side, at least. Quick drop! Dang it! Get me right in midair. Bloody thanks. Let's see here. Let's try this way. New strategy. Just clear out the main open area. Play freaking Rambo over here. Surprisingly, this is actually working better. Seems like, yeah, the more we tried playing a strategic stealthy route, the more likely they were just bound to gang up on me. Playing Rambo and having them directly facing me and knowing all the threats seems to work better. Bloody things. But we found the armor, we got the resources, we achieved harmony with the world, I guess. Nirvana. Yes, we achieved Nirvana by shooting things. So you just wait for this guy. Wait, where is he? Where is he? Just gonna keep running to that wall? Okay, I guess I have to run to him. Simple enough. And now we have this one down here we need to shoot. We wasted the natives. Can we, like, see out this window and shoot some more? That would help a lot. Oh, look, I can actually shoot this guy. So yeah, this would help a lot to actually clear out a few of these guys. So when we came out this way, we would actually have it a little bit less heavily guarded. Well, I guess I actually end up going this way already. Whoopsie daisy, I didn't mean to do that, but at least now this is pretty well cleared. So I guess that's not too big of a concern at this exact moment. Uh-oh. Main issue, though, is we still have a lot of things to kill, and now I'm kind of on a one-way route of death. This is going to be fun. But at least a lot of things have been cleared out. Like I said, I'm still rather curious how exactly we're going to pull all this off, but at least the route to that is now safe. And sadly, the pentagram does not exist out here. Of course it doesn't. They wouldn't dare give me such a great power-up and ability to use it here. They want to give me pain. Nothing that I can see easily, but imagine there's going to be something, right? No, nothing right away. I feel like the Pink Panther over here. But there's a grunt over there we need to kill. So yeah, this is actually not too bad, because now we get all the way over here. We can return if we want that way, so we're not really locked in to this choice. And at the same time, oopsie daisy. Now we actually have the ability to move all around. Let's clear out this guy and that guy. So you see, now we have more ammo, and we have kind of made it all the way around. So brilliant. I'm actually glad we did that. Oopsie daisy. I gotta stop running into the water like that. Especially since there is that little side area I'd like to clear out. Shouldn't have much in there, but at least we do have this whole area cleared out. As I said, that whole big open area really was the problem. Now that we did that, I thought there would be more out here ready to ambush me, so I'm kind of surprised that was this tame. So now we just want to kill these guys who are obviously alert to me. But this side has a few more. This is a bit more like it. But at the same time, we still killed everything here and also get the free resources now. Hooray! A little bit more space. Okay, we do have these corridors which could have stuff. No super nail gun up there, so we don't have that luxury, obviously. looking for enemies in all the wrong places. Let's see here. We have that corridor, which seems safe. So yeah, I'm trying to clear out this whole super nail gun area, even if there's no super nail gun. So we have one of the biggest areas gone. And mostly it'll just be that big open area that's like one of the remaining areas for stuff. And luckily we have plenty of ammo. We even have more ammo there if we run out, so that's good. Ammo's not our biggest concern. No, our biggest concern is not dying in the meantime due to the amount of craziness going on. Nothing here. A little bit more ammo here though. This will allow me just to keep moving. Let's see here. We still have that guy right over there, which I can clear out and thus get one of the guys from that big open room gone. See, I actually like tackling it from this way a little bit better. It's a little less surrounded, if you will. So, one of the guys is out of the way. Let's see here. Is there anything up there? Yes, there's still the 100 health, so we still have another 100 health to work with. Good, good, good. Definitely what we need at the moment. Like I said, this level requires a bit more strategy than a lot of the other levels we've seen lately, so that's rather fun. I definitely like it when we actually have something that's not too easy to blast through. Okay, one more out of the way. Now we're getting towards the big room, but this way's probably not the best. So we do have the wall divider here. Just when I thought we were safe. Another one showed their face. I don't like this. I'm going to return, get back that health because, yeah, it seems like there's too many in weird places in this side. If you let them conquer the area, there's going to be a big problem. So let's see here. Now, who was trying to snipe me? Oh, way up there, I see you. Okay, we want to wipe this guy out of the way, so that way we don't have problems pot shotting the other guy. Okay, now it should be a bit easier. Alright, now it looks like we have a bit more leeway in this room. I say that while two guys are trying to kill me, but it's not too bad. Where's the other one? There's still a guy up there. Okay, simple enough. Now, I'm not sure what else is in here, or if there's like a red armor up there still, or what. But at least we're making our way across. In fact, whoop, can't forget this one. Oop, there's another one up there. Can't make it too simple for me, can you, game? But as you see, this allows us to loop around. So now we have access to this side. We still have that health down there, actually. I think we didn't ever clear out that one little side area. In fact, we might as well do that now because we're heading past toward the whole area. And it looks like we're definitely dominating the map this time around. You know, we don't really have too much more to go. Just pull up a few of these guys. Alright, and now it looks like we mainly just have that one particular location, which should be rather fun to deal with. If there's anyone even left, I'm not really sure, because we did kind of have to shoot them all from the balconies and whatnot. So, there might not be too many more. Of course, I just fell in the water again. I fell in the water again, everyone! Of course I did. Are you proud of me and my inability to really stay on the platform? It's a straight line. I feel like I'm failing the DUI or something. I'm managing to fail walking in a straight line. I don't know how I managed to do that one, but I do it. Oh god. Apparently there's still more on this side. See, wasn't it good I came this way? Let's see here. So now we killed those two, and now it looks like we have a bit more freedom walking in this room. Alright, so is there any more up there? I can imagine really not, because we can see it from all sides. So it's probably actually a straight walk now. Look at this. Totally freedom, and owie! It's almost total freedom, except for the fact that I'm really terrible at walking. Of course my bloody walking abilities would doom me. We would doom us all, wouldn't it? Let's see here. But, red armor. And I guess we should actually get that 100 health. Just out of completion's sake. Just because it's there and because it's that little platform. But yeah, it looks like we're done here. We've kind of accomplished everything. So let's just get up to this area. We're watching the flickering flames of death. And, bloody thing! I thought we were past this. I thought we had finally figured out how to not have issues falling off that platform. But once again, we're back to falling off the freaking platform. In fact, I've been really terrible today. Wait, did I already take it? I hope I already took it, because otherwise it doesn't exist. But in any event, it's not there. And that's what really matters here in this world of pointlessness. We need to make sure things don't exist, right? Yeah, I have no idea what I'm talking about, but let's get out of this freaking level, out of these hellhole filled with mutants, because we managed to beat everything and survived the onslaught of death, I guess you could say. Yeah, totally. At least this one didn't have a bunch of errors on the grunts, so that's always exciting. Anyway, that's really that particular level in a nutshell. And actually, in this compilation at least, we're at the final level of the whole massive Qtest thing. I've been doing a bunch of Qtest levels back to back. It's been a really tiresome adventure, but this one was the last one of them. So therefore, now we can actually say we can perhaps begin back to regular Quake. Which I'm rather missing. It's been a little bit of time, been way too many of these annoying Qtest levels, and it really, in terms of practicality, these Qtest levels you can't do much with them. They don't really serve much purpose after June of 1996, which means in 2020, there's barely any use for them whatsoever besides historical value. But at least we got to see a bunch of different levels, saw what was kind of around at the time. And now we have definitely fleshed out a lot more of what the early period of what Quake was like. And yeah, we managed to face off against a bunch of weird mutant soldiers in the end. So I guess that's something, right? Totally. Anyway, this has been really pointless, but it is something. Thank y'all for watching as usual. It has been an adventure. And I shall see you all, well, next time.